YouTube fans, here again. Seems a little bit bright today, but I've got the light on and it seems to be being a bit of a dick. So I look like the Joel for Christmas pass. There's your answer. But then we go to this film. Based on a true story, that being The Entity. That's right, The Entity. The Entity. Again, without repeating myself. Based on a true story about a woman that gets raped by an entity. So it's affecting my dog. So this is a true story. Some of it is true, some of it is probably fictionalised. The film came out in 1982, but it's based on 1976. So we're gonna go with The Entity. So you start off with this young woman. She's got kids. She's brushing her hair. She smells this horrible smell. Then you get the idea something's pushed her on the bed. And then if that's not bad enough, she gets raped. But this, you don't actually see it. It's not too in your face, but you do get a lot of really cheapy sound effects. Every time it attacks her, every time there's a rape scene, every time there's this, every time there's that, you get the sort of drumming music. Honest, I know doing it to be nauseating. You do every time something happens, or she gets attacked, battered, whatever, you get but it's not too sapphic, it's not too in your face. It's just no, it's not like a fucking Joel's version of I Spit on You, Dave. So that's something with the film. I'll give it that. And again, it's a true story, so it's not just for sock value. So after the rape, she goes to her mate, she gets the kids and so on. For all that, there was complaining about this thing that's making a noise, which turns out there's a used pipe. And it's like I say, she stays at her mate's house, and the next day she tells her mate she's been raped. And she said, "Did you not report it? Who was it?" And the thing is, what can you say? Oh yeah, I got raped by an invisible fucking man. So she's driving to work. This time it doesn't rape her, but it whacks the brakes on the fighting. Or this bit I thought, is it fictional? Did it happen? Was it BS? And in a way for the film, she sees like a satiety, she thinks she's using her mind, she's telling them what's happening, the satiety thinks she's got mental problems. There's a well-known scene where she's in the bath, very nerving scene, again a rape scene, but as I say, it's not too in your face, it's also the bits you need to see, it's not too, let's suck it out, let's do a fucking and I Spit on You, Dave fucking dose version of the film. And like I say, it is a true story. Whether it's true, it's a different story. But like I say, and she gets a boyfriend, and this bit does get a bit cheap because she does get these people in like spiritist people. And at first, they think there's reek in it because she got a light with a spark and she manages to outsmart it, and they think they've got rid of it at first. They do think they've got rid of it. But like I said, with a boyfriend, he's pushing his teeth. This is sort of based on unnerving scenes in the film. I'll give it it's doing. It's definitely a nerving scene because a boyfriend's talking, he's pushing his hair and everything, and he goes in the bedroom, and you got her naked, and you got the idea it's touching her there. It's definitely a traffic scene. The husband's dying, well, the husband, the boyfriend tries to fight with it, tries to hit it, but he can't hit something what's not really there. The son obviously walks in the room, he gets the wrong idea, thinking that the dies, you know what. So naturally he's trying to protect his mum. He's fighting and nothing's really happened. So there's bits here and there, like the society, this well-known actor, sad to say he's no longer with us, being in, if I remember right, the Chuck Norris film, Silent Raids, played a psycho in a film with Jamie Lee Curtis. He played with Don Ford Fan Dan as the villain in Time Chop. So as I said, his actor's no longer with us, may he rest, but he does have a good scene in it. There's a bit where he's having a go at the sun, and he says a line, "Next time this happens, don't let your mum believe me," because he doesn't believe in it, he just thinks it's BS. That's it's her imagination. This isn't happening. So, like I said, there's another scene where this bit, I think, this exorcist is fucking without hoping it doesn't come and attack me. This fucking entity basically shows it's a scumbag because there's a bit where it even tries to rape the mum in front of the kids. and the older son tries to fight with it. Big mistake. It fucking electrocutes him and literally hurts him. But this bit where she's had enough. She's had enough. She thought, fuck it, I'm not taking this shit anymore. So she sees these people, they're put in a special room made out of ice. It's trying to attack her, and then they freeze it. And you see, I think this bit was a bit OTT. It's like this big fucking monster thing. And I'm thinking, seriously? Seriously? So this thing what's been raping her, battering her, slapping her, whatever. All it is a fucking big fucking monster the size of fucking King Kong. But the ice breaks. There's one guy who doesn't believe it, and you think she's got rid of it. And I've got an idea. It's like a couple of months after. She's packing her bags. She's about to move home because for a fresh start. And this bit I felt was a bit chilling. You've got a really bit of good chilling music, and the door shuts, right? And then you hear this voice, like a man's voice, and it says, "Where are you going, you cunt?" Seriously, you didn't hear we swear for laughs and giggles here. It actually says the C word. "Where are you going, you cunt?" And I love the lines she delivers. I think this bit is a rewarding. She says, "You can beat me, you can hurt me, you can frighten me, but you're never going to have my body again. That's mine. You are not going to touch me and have my body ever again." The door opens, she walks out, she goes with her kids, and you get the famous words, based on 1976. And this bit I felt was like chilling because it actually said it's Stu attacked, it's Stu did this, it's Stu did that, but then eventually it wasn't as bad, and then it faded, and then it just went bye bye and went away after so many days. So I think after all she went through, moving out, changing her address, going to a different house, just for her to go through all that again. I thought a little bit sad there. Whether that was true and it's just fantasy for the film, it's a different story. But again, the entity, it was based on a true story. It was based on a real incident. And it's like fighting the thought that some spirit out there could do that. You know what I mean? Some spirit could rape you and beat you and hurt you. I mean, I'm not one of them what believes in ghosty roasties and, as the Ghostbusters say, I'm not afraid of no ghost. But I did the film it's do, you know what I mean? It's that era when they made all these spirit films, like the second Annabelle House come out the same year, 1982, being Annabelle the Possessor. The original Tacit Poltergeist come out in 1982, and so did this. So it's a good one actually. I think it's a good story. It's psychological. It's suspenseful when it wants to be. It's like chilling. You've got the music when it sounds like a drum. I mean, it goes doo, 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 every time something happens, but it's not too in your face. It shows it, but doesn't show it. It doesn't, it doesn't stay long. You know what I mean? When you get the rape scene, the bits where she's getting hurt or whatever, it doesn't overdo its welcome, is what I'm saying. But the entity, like I say, it's a good film. It was a popular film in that era. It's during that era when ghost films were popular. And yeah, what can I say about the entity? It's not a bad one. It's a very popular film. So the entity, because it's well known. And it's very chilling. I mean, I was thinking, not showing too much, showing what you need to be seen. A bit of cheapy music, a bit of cheapy fucking psychological expense makes a better horror than some of this shit you see nowadays. And the fact that it's a true story definitely does put a tilt to me body. So for that, a 5-star rating for me. But into them, be smart, be safe. See you later.